Okay, guys, today you're going to be working through these problems that are going to go into your journal. I'm going to do the first 3 problems with you, and then you'll just do the last 4 problems on your own in your journal, but they're pretty much all work the same way. So I just wanted you to see it since I'm not there in person to kind of get what I'm looking for, okay? So this is what you have on your second slide, okay? So the first 3 problems is what I'm going to do with you. So for number 1, and you will be copying the problem into your journal, okay? So it says that Jacob collects hats. He has 6 hats already, so 6 hats already. He collects 2 more hats each week, so 2 more each week. That word each is important. And it says how many weeks would it take Jacob to collect 32 hats? So 32 is going to be what we're solving for. All right, so think about what he started with, okay? This is your initial value. We'll get into those words later on when we're talking about slope and rate of change, but that's where we're headed. So 6 hats already, so begins with that, and then he's doing 2 more hats each week. Each is like using the word per, okay? Every time a week happens, he's getting 2 more. So if we were to write that down, we would say, okay, 6 plus what he's getting each week. So he has 6 hats. He's adding 2 more hats each week, and we want to know when that's going to equal 32 hats. Okay. Now I wrote it in the order that it came in the equation, in the problem, but I could have easily written that as 2w plus 6 equals 32. It would have meant the same thing. Okay. Now, once you have it set up, we've got to answer the question. It says, how many weeks would it take? So let's just solve. It's just a simple 2-step equation. We're using our inverse operations. So I'm going to take care of the 6, subtract it from each side. Again, all of this will be in your journal, word problem plus the solving. So then I've got 2w equals 26. Still solving for w, got to isolate. This is multiplying. So we're going to divide, and w will equal 13. So in 13 weeks, he would have 32 hats. Okay, so that's what you're going for there. I think you won't have any problem solving it. I just want to make sure you can get it set up the right way. Okay. All right, now let's look at number 2. It says at Joe's Clown Car Rental Agency, renting a car cost a one-time fee of $35. So one-time fee of $35 plus, so obviously we're adding there. Look for those words to know whether to add or subtract on these. 75 cents for every mile it is driven. So 75 cents for every mile. That's like saying each mile, per mile. Okay? Which of the equations below would be the correct if it cost Melissa $105 to rent a car. So 105 is what we're equaling. All right, so let's look at our choices. All right, this has got parentheses. So think about if you distributed it out, that's saying that if X stands for the mile, that would mean she would do 35 times X plus 75 cents times X. So for every mile, she's adding on the $35 and the $75. So that can't be it. All right, if we look at B, she's going to have the $105, $35 per mile plus a 75 cent. That's not what our question said. Our question said the one-time fee of $35 plus the 75 cents for every mile. So 75 needs to be the only number connected with your variable. All right, and then if we look at C, we've got the 105, we've got the 75 cents per mile plus the 35, so that's good. If you look at this one, it's similar to A. We don't want to distribute, we're not paying 75 cents a mile plus a one-time fee of whatever 35 times the 75 cents is, okay? So C would be your best answer, all right? All right, then number 3 said the roaming cell phone company charges $15 per month. So we got that $15 It says per month, but think about when your bill comes. It comes every month, so that's more of a consistent cost, okay? Plus 20 cents per minute. That's where your variety is going to come in, okay? If Tara's cell phone bill is $75, how many minutes, so that's what we're looking for, how many minutes did she talk on the phone? Okay, so let's set it up. So we said that it was 20 cents per minute, so I'm going to use M for minute. We're adding that to the $15 charge. She pays it every month, but it's not relying on anything else. Okay, it's an independent number in our equation, and we want to know when that's going to equal $75. Okay, all right. So we've got it set up. Let's just solve it. So subtract the 15. We've got 20 cents a minute equals to 60. So then we're dividing. And now we've got all these zeros and we're dividing by a decimal. You know, when you divide by a decimal, you have to make this number into a whole number. So if I'm moving the decimal 2 places to the right to make that happen, just do it for the top also. And you're really just dividing 6,000 by 20. Cancel out those zeros that you can. And 600 divided by 2 is 300. So we're looking at 300 minutes for her cell phone to equal $75. So we would be looking at D. Okay. All right, so you're going to work through the last 4 problems, 5 through 9. Or 5 through 8. I did skip number 4. It was pretty much the same, and I was trying to just keep it on 2 slides for you. So you're going to copy these, solve them, and work that in your journal. Now, if you get done, any day that you get done while I'm out, you also have a folder called the Choice Board in your Google Classroom. You can work on that anytime. You have to have at least 3 of those assignments done. If you would like extra credit, then do more of those assignments. Anytime you have more daily grades, a bad grade counts less. That's just the way the math works. Okay, so just look at that as extra credit. Okay, it'll be more things, but you have to do at least 3. All the details are in the Choice Board assignment. And if you have any questions, just send me an email. I'm checking my email regularly, and I'll get back with you. But I think it's pretty easy to understand, and you can follow. Look at all your choices. Some are more fun than others, but don't get cheap on me. If you get too quick or you're not, especially when it's taking notes. If it's taking notes, then I expect it to be pretty thorough if you're going to get a grade for this, okay? And then some of them are pretty fun to do. I'm hoping somebody does the combining like terms color sheet. It should look pretty cool. I'm hoping somebody gets pretty crafty and figures out how to do that on your computer, not just print and color it, but actually do it, maybe using paint or something. Could be pretty cool. So it's your time to impress me. All right, guys, work hard. See you soon.